Notice how you're positioned. Notice the air, the temperature that you feel. Anything that you feel in your head, in your neck. Just kind of scanning through more of like the surface level, muscle level, I'd say, maybe skin level. Notice the alignment of your spine, if you're leaning forward or back, if you're feeling slouchy. Maybe some small adjustments to lift up the spine. Find your heart over your pelvis. And we'll bring the awareness back into the breath. How you feel yourself expand and open up. How you feel it all settle back in and down. And a few more breaths just to feel that expansion through the ribs, through the tummy, and the softness when it rests. We'll just keep breathing and noticing. One more deep breath. Guide the hands together to the heart. Bow to the light within your chest, within yourself, that light of compassion and honesty. Awesome. Release the hands and we'll start some cat-cows. Couple more breaths in cat-cows. Come upright to roll the shoulders down. Keep the space open across the chest. Shoulder blades gently towards each other, gently downward. Low belly in. Ribs in the front, kind of drawing together a little bit more. Relax your legs, relax your jaw and your eyebrows. Relax anything that's not actually holding your chest open. or your navel in. And just soften that out. Return to more of a natural feeling position. Roll the shoulders up towards the ears, back and down. Take the arm bones like you could rotate them away from each other slightly, powering up the space in the back of the shoulder blades, close to the arm bones. Another breath, draw it all in through the front body. Lots of space here from side to side. If it helps, you can have your hands at the shoulders, like wings. Feeling the hands draw away from each other. And notice if you could let go of any tension anywhere in the body, but keep here. And let it go. Feels like a lot of holding. A little bit more cat-cows, just to let go of anything that started to accumulate there. Awesome. If you'd like to change your leg position, please do. A couple more cat-cows on this side. Let's take the arms, reach them up. Bring it into the heart space. And take your arms cross one over the other at the legs, anywhere along the legs to hold on to. Draw your low belly in, middle belly in, everything through the front body, and open up through the back. Feel your shoulder blades drawing away. Relax your neck. Change which arm's on top, so go ahead and come up a little bit, draw your heart forward and change. So we take a moment to lift the heart back up before we relax it back. Relax your shoulders. And come up. Reach your arms up to the sky. Open them out a little bit. Only so much that it feels somewhat effortless. Notice if you open your arms a little wider, what happens, where you're holding from. If you could hold from the outer shoulder blade, from like the ribs support, the space like in the armpit at the front of the shoulder blade, kind of hugs the shoulder blade into the ribs. And as you draw your arms up a little bit, what you start to feel in the tops of the shoulders, in the neck, and bring the hands as close as they comfortably can. Maybe they touch, maybe not. And then feel the tops of your shoulders here. And I'll let it open a little bit at a time. If you have shoulder injury, you might want to take care and be extra aware of where you feel what you feel. When it starts to become the outer shoulder blades that are working to hold you. And one more time to lift up and forward fold. Just an exploration. We'll be in a forward fold here for 3 breaths. Probably about 2 more. Of course, this huge loud truck comes by my window. Bring the hands behind you. If it can happen during yoga, it will. Take your fingers down behind you, lift up the heart, shoulder blades towards each other. Usually loud sounds, wait till Shavasana, but you never know. And exhale, release that out. Let's go ahead into table. Continue some cat-cows in your tabletop. Beautiful to see everyone. Thank you so much for being here today, for taking some time out for yourself. Notice when you start to hold your breath. At what point during your movement or holding that you hold your breath. Invite more softness into that moment. Soften your jaw, soften what holds. Awesome. Come into tabletop and take your left leg back. Move your ankle around. Draw your low belly in. Toes down to push back into that leg. Check the inside. A little bit more pressure towards the outside. Neutral in the middle. And change. As you're doing this, we scan through the body. Check in with the low belly. Supporting the low back. The shoulders, how much weight's in your hands. If you could maybe create just a little sense of lightness by pushing into the fingers. Toes down, push down and back. The head's neutral, so the spine is just extending all the way through the top of the head. The eyes are down towards the hands. Awesome. While we're here, bring your knee back into your tabletop and we'll just come up to a kneeling position and give a little bit of space to the wrists. So maybe a little circles. Maybe you want to stretch your fingers back or down. I like to squeeze my wrists a little bit and move them. And let's go ahead, hands back down, come up to down dog. Some breath cycles, relax your neck, low belly in, pedal the feet. Step all the way forward. Come to your halfway lift. Bend the knees, torso onto the legs. Smooth it out onto the legs. Head comes down. And then do it again, half lift. Lengthen the legs, lengthen the spine. Bend the knees. Pelvis is tilting all the way downward to relax you down. Do it one more time. Low belly in. Exhale. And we'll be here. In forward folds, the spine is relaxing downward. The low belly is drawing in to support this space that's occurring in the back. The top of the head is towards the toes, relaxing downward. And over time, the tailbone is lifting up. Which will start to create some sensation of stretch through the backs of the legs. All right, come up. And reach open the arms. Bring it into the heart. Come into your mountain pose. Woo. Awesome. Slowly reach your arms side to side up. Big circle. Exhale. Forward fold. All the way back down. Halfway lift. You're taking the right foot to lead. All the way back. And step into plank pose. Be here and breathe. Find your stillness. Notice what holds you, notice what you could let go of. The jaw might try to hold you here, and it really doesn't need to. Bring your knees down, lengthen the hips back, crawl your fingers forward. So it's not child's pose, it's more like that deeper cat pose. Draw the weight forward and come all the way down. Cobra pose. One long inhale, pause. Exhale, all the way down. Up to down dog. Up to down dog. Reset with your breath. Check into your shoulders. Step forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Come up. Into the heart and begin again. Mountain pose. Return up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Left foot leads back to plank pose. Hold plank. Stabilize your shoulders. Like you're drawing your shoulder joints in. The shoulder blades flattening against the ribs. Not too close, not too far away. Exhale, knees down, reach your hips back, crawl your fingers forward, get some length, and come forward all the way down. Cobra pose, one long inhale lifts your heart. Exhale, lower down. Push up to down dog. Step forward. We're going through that whole thing maybe 2 more times. Half lift to fold. Rise up. Very intentional through every movement. Keeps us present, keeps us mindful. Down into the heart. Arms to the sides. Reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. The ability to cultivate that is cultivating so that we can take it off of the mat as well. Halfway lift. Step your left foot leads this time. All the way back. Heart forward and plank pose. Hold. Hips not too high, not too low, just right. Exhale, knees down, hips back. Fingers crawl forward. Draw the heart forward, all the way down. Cobra pose. Exhale, heart down. Down dog. Step forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rise up. Return into mountain. Here we go, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. The right leg is leading all the way back. Heart forward, steps you into plank. Breathe in plank. Exhale, knees down, hips back, reach your fingers forward, lengthen. Come forward and down into cobra. Inhale. Exhale, lower down, down dog. Take your right leg up. The thing is, when we're mindful in our bodies, we become more mindful in their space here and now, and there's just less room for worry. There's less room for what's not ours. Exhale, take your foot forward, come up into crescent lunge. And all of that, of course, is a practice. It takes time. You find it little by little. Exhale, lower your hands down. Lower your back knee down. Take your arms up, inhale. Lift the heart straight up, low belly in, and lower the hands. Take your back foot, we're taking it forward a little bit, up to crescent lunge again, rise up. So we just came down a little bit before we came back up. Now step forward, and into mountain. Arms up, exhale, forward fold. We'll be here for a couple of breaths. A little half lift. Left foot leads back, all the way back. Draw your heart forward and step into plank. Whoa. Come through chaturanga, either from the knees as you have, into cobra, or as a plank, lowering with control till your elbows touch at 90 degrees to the ribs, drawing the heart forward, one foot, the other foot. Open up across the collarbones, just like we did in the beginning. Exhale, down dog. On this side, left leg up. Realign your shoulders, your elbows. Low belly. Exhale, step that foot forward, come up, crescent. Exhale, lower your hands down, lower your back knee down. Reach your arms up. Pat your knee if that helps you, please. Lift the heart up, 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 and exhale, hands back down. Back knee lifts back up to crescent lunge. I take my foot and hop it just like an inch or two forward. Awesome, step forward, right to mountain. Arms up, exhale, fold. Halfway lift, right foot leads back, heart forward, plank pose, chaturanga. Exhale to down dog. Gentle, lower your knees down. Hips back, fingers forward, lengthen. Just giving space to the arms, to the shoulder. And roll your heart forward, lower it down. Controlled movement. Take the arms to the sides, palms on the ground. Just like Cobra, lift your heart up, reach your fingers towards your toes. Low belly lifting energetically. Little bit of breath. Exhale, lower down. Keep your arms to your sides. You can have your chin down if that's comfortable enough for you. And lift up your legs. Keep them relatively together and the toes in a straight line across so the pinkies don't rotate up. Exhale, lower that down. One more time, upper and lower together. Exhale, lower down. Awesome. Push back to down dog. Pinkies usually want to roll out, pinky toes, because we're prone to rotating at the hips. It's one of those imbalances that are really common. Take your left leg back, straight back without rotation. Rotate it open, toes out. Level shoulders, level elbows. Rotate it back in and straight up. Exhale, step that foot forward. Take your back foot into warrior one. Where your toes are now, lift up the foot and put your heel there. That'll get you about aligned. Warrior one. In the way that we were checking who holds the arms up in the beginning, that might help to notice where you want your arms to be when your arms are up. Working them towards up, but if you have a lot of neck pain or tension or shoulder injury, that might really help you to know where you want your arms. Awesome. Lengthen out your leg and come into your pyramid. Notice where your hands are, what you feel in your leg, where you feel it. How you're breathing. Bend that knee, rise back up through warrior. Fly into warrior three. This back leg is angled out. It is rotated a little bit. As you come forward, that leg rotates back in. Back to neutral. Land into mountain pose. Let's just take a moment and draw the arms forward and back, clapping them forward and back. Just a moment to release any unnecessary tension again. Hope everyone's doing well. Let's take it into that twisting, side to side. I love this move. I could just do this like for a full hour, really. Maybe gently use your hands to pat at the front and back of the ribs when they land. Doesn't matter exactly where. Awesome. Thank you. Back. Reach up. Forward fold. Exhale. I'd love to do that all again if I remembered how we got there. Okay. Halfway lift. I really don't know. Take the right foot back. Step back into plank pose. Chaturanga. Exhale, down dog. Yes. Right leg up. Soften into your left heel a little bit. And rolling it towards the ground. Open out that hip a bit. And bring it back in. Step your foot forward. Warrior one. Back foot down. Rise up. And breathe. Take your ribs in a little bit through the front. Tail down just a little bit in the back. Now that back leg is going to naturally take your tail back a little bit, the tailbone. So we just kind of lift naturally through the low belly. Engage the glutes. Lengthen out your leg, level out your hips, come into pyramid. Bend your knee and rise back up through warrior one. Time to fly. Warrior three, your arms could be forward. You might have them at the hips or at the heart or back. I tend to choose my arms flying at the sides because that helps to develop more upper back strength and rotator cuff strength to hold my arms rotated like this, open. Do what's right for you. If you always do it in one way, you might try something different just to see. Exhale, land to mountain. Good. I want to step out wide onto the mat and go through our warrior two sequencing. Level out the outsides of the feet, hands to the hips. Strong legs, forward fold. Low belly draws you down. Hands come down anywhere, and we'll breathe. Scan through your body. Notice your toes, notice your fingers. Relax the back of the neck. Engage the quads. Create a little half lift, hands on the ground, and exhale, fold into it. Bend into one knee at a time, lengthening just through that inner leg, side to side. You can walk your hands if that's supportive for you. Awesome, let's come up. Bend the knees and rise up. Open out to the right. Find the alignment for your knee over the heel towards the pinky toe. Secure that first, your front leg. Then Back leg is strong. Lengthen the leg, come into your triangle. We're gonna be here for about 3 breaths. Make sure your neck is supported, your head is supported. The heart's rotating, the ribs are in, the low belly is in, the pelvic floor is lifting, the feet are grounded, the legs are so strong. Awesome, bend that knee, come back up through warrior 2. Really drop into it. Awesome, side angle. With your top hand, reach, open up the heart a little bit, get that little bit of rotation. And take your top hand down behind you into the opposite hip crease. So I'm sliding it into my front leg hip crease. It's a little tight in there. And use that arm to help rotate your heart up. It's a twist. One more breath. Maybe for a breath, you take your bottom arm and release it out. And rise back up, release your back hand. Whew. Let's just come back into triangle to breathe. Good, bend your knee, rise up, rotate the foot back to wide forward fold. I'm gonna walk my hands over towards the left foot. Ground my left hand in front of the foot. Take my right hand to my left leg. Bend the elbow to draw my head down towards my foot. And on the other side. So I'm walking my hands over to the right. Right hand down in front of the foot. Left hand to the leg. Bend the elbow to draw my head down towards the foot. And back, do that again on the other side. So it's like you're using that bottom arm's leverage to help draw you down a little further. And other side. Notice what it feels like in that shoulder, in that side body. It might create some sort of stretch. Good. Awesome. Please come up. That's one of those moves that is really hard from within myself, maybe not for you. I don't know. We never know other people's experiences. Curiosity. Compassion. For me, it's hard to do something like that and not kind of clench up my jaw, hold my breath. It's that kind of mindful work. Warrior 2 to the left. And lengthen out the leg to triangle. Bend your knee. Come back through warrior 2. Into your side angle. Lengthen so that the upper ribs We're drawing the ribs in towards each other, towards midline, kind of zipping up the front body. And then we take that whole thing and we rotate it slightly up towards your top shoulder. And take that top hand all the way back behind you. Across the low back, maybe it tucks into the hip crease. With your bottom arm, we can, if we lift it away, we can really feel where our strength is coming from, or if it's the hip is just kind of like bearing the load of the weight. Arm off. Side body, low belly. And come up. Ooh. Not that that hip doesn't feel it. Into triangle. So bend the knee, rise up. Pivot the foot. Realign to forward fold, wide forward fold. Spend a few breaths here doing what feels good for you. What do you need right now? You're gonna slowly come up. Bend the knees. Heel to the feet. Shake it out. My ankles are always like, whoa, whoa. Come on. Good. Please step back to the front of your mat. Hug the tail just a little underneath you. Bend the knees very slightly. Low belly in. Let's start with the hands at the low back to do this. Shoulders towards each other, elbows back. Bend the knees slightly. Hug the tail. Low belly in. Open space from a U shape from one elbow across the chest into the other elbow. It's like a horseshoe. Lift up the heart and let it go. Relax into mountain. Doing that again, this time with your arms up, wherever it is most supportive for you. If that is not supportive for you, you could do it again with the hands at this nice supportive place for your low back. A little bit of bend in the knees, just slightly. That helps direct the tail underneath you so that you're not pushing the tail back as you're trying to back bend into the upper back. We want some stability here, lifting up, up, up. Maybe nice wide open arms. And exhale. Bring it through the heart to forward fold. Little half lift to take the left foot back. We're going to be coming into the twist with the back foot up. The quad stretch. So take your front foot, walk it out a little bit. Same angle as the knee. Hand down. And we can feel this twist a little bit, twisting the heart towards that knee, how the pelvis changes its position. When you feel comfortable, you bend that back knee, point the toes up, reach for your foot. Use what support you need. If your front knee is dropping open, heel toe your foot out to match. The knees and the shoulders are the bosses. Keep finding that little bit of rotation in your twist. Keep strong and spacious in your bottom shoulder. So not dropping the weight into it. One more breath and gentle, let go. Heel toe that foot back into place. We're gonna lift this leg all the way up. Three-leg dog. Scorpion if you like. Wild thing if you like. Rotating that foot all the way up and over, shining the heart up to the sky. Exhale, bring it back into a line. All the way back, if you've done that. Now on the other side, we're gonna take the left leg, do that same thing, rotate it open. If you want a wild thing, be really mindful of the shoulder you're rotating on. Bring it all the way back, bring your foot forward, and here we twist on this side. So walk your front foot out, back knee down, heart towards the knee, find it, find that place, and reach towards your foot. Stay there and breathe. Good job. Really good job, everybody. Thank you so much. We'll just gently let that go. Take your front foot up and move it around as you like. Bring the knees down, child's pose. Slowly make your way up to your seat. Good job. Please come into your butterfly fold. Come up and lean over. We're going to do deer pose. So I'm leaning over to my left to start and take my right leg with my foot as close to my hip as it can be. Level out the sits bones as much as you can. It's natural for it to, lean in some direction, but we're just feeling that out. Turn over towards your angled out knee, that left knee. Shoulders down, space through the front body, one long line through the front of the neck. Bring your hands down. Come down to where you feel comfortable. Make your way back up. If you'd like to lean back, come back. Maybe forearms, maybe hands. Maybe the front knee's like, no, thank you. Slowly make your way back up. Now I'm gonna do this one where I take my bent knee, the one that's in hero pose on the right side, and hold on to the foot and draw that knee out a little further. I have grip on my foot. My heart's facing towards my front foot, and now it rotates towards that knee. My hand to the side. Back. So it's like a little teeter-totter motion. Rotate. Take care of the hip that is rotating. Make sure it's okay with this. How to know? Little sensations. When you grip onto other areas, it might be saying stop. And come back. Let's take that leg. I lean over to get my foot all the way forward. A little bit of time to lengthen that leg out. Knees go through a lot, you know. Up and fold. So we're folding over that front leg now. Walk the hands back up, bring it back into the butterfly position and lean over to come into deer. And we twist. Hands come down. So it's just at the same angle that the heart is angled at. Walk the hands up. Back to neutral. Come back, lay down. Lay back. Might be different side to side, how far back is comfortable. If you feel everything in that knee, I advise you to come up a little bit. What I'm looking for is sensation of stretch through the muscle belly of the quads here, the front of that leg. Make your way back up, hold on to your foot and take your knee out further. I say that and my knee was like twinging a little. It's like, listen in, all right, fine. So rotate. I would hold my foot as close to the hip as everything says it's okay. All that leg says it's okay. Rotate and back. And back. Good. Let's take that leg all the way forward. Lift up to fold. Awesome. Walk your hands up. Bring the feet down. Come into boat pose. So many options through the legs. You know, you can hold on to the legs. You can have the feet up. You can extend your legs out if you like. You can take the arms out. And we're going side to side. Hands to the side, hands up, hands to the other side. If you feel yourself losing control through your core, you might bring your toes down. Keep the spine lengthening. Keep breathing. Up through center to lay down. Hug the knees and rock side to side, massage your back. Come into figure four. Either leg to start. Come out, change sides. And come out. Let's come into happy baby. A little bit of time just to have free movement in happy baby. About 3 more breaths there. Take your hands still holding on where you can and take your left knee towards your side. So I'm snuggling it kind of close into my ribs and my armpit area, my shoulder. And the other leg I'm extending up, maybe out. Kind of feel where you want to find a stretch, where it's available, if it's up, overhead, to the side. And change, other side. So this knee gets to snuggle in. And we'll come out, let that go. Bring the legs into reclined butterfly with the feet up. You can use the elbows against the legs if that feels okay. We're gonna round the head up towards the feet and let that go. Take the feet down, one big bridge pose. Give it all you got. If it's with your hands underneath you, interlace, arms to the sides with the elbows bent, however you like. Exhale, roll down. Ooh. And find the twist for you, whatever twist you like. Come out to twist the other way. Come out and do anything that your body needs right now. If there's any last poses or movements, anything to get comfortable. And when you're ready, just to release into your Shavasana.